Okay, last time we made a sculpture. Now we are making a mold. The clay I am using is called WED Clay. It's a water-based clay. You can also use other clay, but I prefer this one. And I'm using the sculpting tool to cut an even thickness. Then the sculpture, around the sculpture, I use this water clay to make a wall. I keep some distance from the sculpture and make sure not to touch the sculpture. It's around 1 inch from the edge of the sculpture, and I press down the bottom of the wall to the board. This way, when you pour the plaster, it won't leak. Since this is a small mold, this is good enough. After use that water clay, make sure to close the lid so it doesn't dry out. Then I am going to use a plaster. This time I am using the Ultracal 30, and make sure to use the mask so it doesn't go to your lung, and the gloves, it tends to suck the moisture of your skin, so it's better to wear gloves. In a cup, I pour some water, not too much. Then I pour the plaster powder little by little. You don't want to dump it. Make sure it gets heavier evenly. When you fill the chunks in the powder, make sure to break it with your finger before pouring in. Also the corner of the cup. And if you see the surface of the water, you will see the crack. Looks like a dried lake. And mix it with the wooden stick evenly. You need to try to take out all the chunks. When you feel all the chunks are gone, tap the side of the container so the bubble will come out. Then blow the air a little bit so bubbles will pop. I use a chip brush to paint it on the surface of the sculpture gently so it doesn't break the texture of the sculpture. Once you paint on thin layer, blow the air to get the bubbles out. Then little by little pour the plaster. And tap the board to take the bubbles out. Since this is a small mold, I'm not that worried about not putting the burlap in between the layers. But if if you want to, you can put it on. About that, I explain in the next episode.